All right, so it's going. Oh wait.
Oh,
There we go.
cool.
All right.
Present.
There we go.
Okay.
This is our final project for ITEC 348 green buildings. I'm Jonah.
And I'm Nate.
Then, as you can see there's the elevation views for our project.
So an overview of the project, we just kind of wanted to map out what exactly we were looking for. So we were asked to build a house and add green technologies to this residential home in order to increase efficiency. And we were trying to think of many different aspects with the construction as well as the sustainable systems that we talked about in class. And what exactly is a green building? A green building is something that is used with the design, construction, or operation that reduces the negative effects on the environment while also creating positive impacts. Many green buildings use sustainable systems, renewable resources, and other things in order to get that green building label.
So these were the potential changes that we thought about doing to our project. Uh, Different construction methods, exterior materials, added insulation, window placement slash orientation of the house, and grid connected solar panels.
So starting off with the construction method, this is one of the tougher ones, just dealing with the materials that we were using to build. So carbon footprint is a big part of making sustainable buildings. So we really wanted to take that into consideration when working on the construction aspect of this house. So we decided to use locally sourced materials to eliminate needing to import them from another country or even across the United States can leave a large carbon footprint. Reducing the carbon footprint can sometimes be challenging, but being able to buy local and find materials from local shops, businesses, things like that, you can really start to eliminate that carbon footprint and help with the sustainability of your house.
All right, for exterior materials, we decided to add a brick wall in the front because the house with the solar panels on the roof will be facing towards the south to collect the most of the sun. So along with the sun, we wanted to use brick because its thermal mass will heat up during the day, and then the bricks will release the heat into the house overnight. And this can help lower costs in the summer by keeping it cooler with the cooler bricks and heat it up in the winter.
So moving into the interior, we actually we changed the drywall dimensions that we were given. So the original was 1/2 inch drywall, and we actually moved it up to 5/8 of an inch just to add R value. So the R value when it was a 1/2 inch was 0.45. And to compare to that, the 5/8 drywall moved up to 0.57. So that was a major increase with the insulation that we added.
And with that, it doesn't seem like a lot with just one, like if you're looking at one wall, but doing that throughout the whole house actually makes a pretty big difference. The house orientation, like I said in the slide before, we chose to move it towards the south so the solar panels could collect the most of the sun at peak hours. It also helped with the brick wall in the front, and in the back of the house, there's larger windows. So when the sun goes to the other side, it can collect.
And then working with the grid's connected solar panels, we decided to install 32 solar panels. And we found that the cost of the total system would be about $6,572. And the estimated avoided cost would be $14,597. And the return on investment for this would be 222% over 360 months. So quite the investment. I'll let Jonah talk a little bit using the energy audit.
Yeah, we used the energy audit to calculate this. We had to change the amount of solar panels because the house was a little bit bigger than the one that we used before. So that's why the price is a little higher, but the savings are still there and it was still worth it in the end.
So how does our house compare to traditional homes? One thing that we really wanted to change was have some sort of sustainable system, and we accomplished that by adding our solar panels. Like we said, we added 32 solar panels and had a massive return on investment if the system were to run for 360 months. And like Jonas said, we used our energy audit that we created earlier in the class to actually map out exactly what the return on investment would be, how much it would cost, and all those numbers we just added right into our energy audit. And when constructing green homes, there are many factors that have to be considered, such as geographical location, effects on the interior, and upfront costs. So all these things were aspects that we thought about and things that we had to consider while building. But I thought we did a pretty good job adding things to the house, changing things up just to make it a little more sustainable than your average home. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you. Did I just
Stop.